Alright, welcome back. Alright, let's go and talk to Mid Reporter. So last video we kinda came back, gave everybody news about Hugo. Now we helping Mid find parts for a ship. Like
you'll be pleased to
finding
hear
the pieces for a part for a ship.
Excellent. One down, two to go.
So,
The helm, of course. For this, we'll be repurposed.
salvage from the ruins.
Ah, but we don't.
I'm sorry.
Just so happens there's one particular ruin that's broken into exactly. What's the name back there? I'll give you all the details.
Damn, what's her name?
What's the name?
Oh, Sid, is this about the helm?
Yes. Mid said I should speak with...
I'll show you the plans then. Here you see the mithril engine, in which mithril is burned to generate heat. That heat is then harnessed to produce motive force. Excess heat is dealt with by means of the thermal displacement stack, which disperses it into the surrounding air. Now, were we to rely on thermal plating alone to achieve this effect, the rate of excess heat buildup would far exceed the displacement coefficient of the plating. In other words, the reactor would overheat and eventually explode. This is where the helm comes in. It connects to the plating, you see, and serves as a sort of thermal sink to absorb all that excess energy. Our experiments have shown that fallen ceramics are remarkably thermophilic. They can withstand and absorb levels of heat far above anything we are able to make today. And not only that, they're also waterproof and immune to rust, making them the perfect material for our protective hood. Why? If sea or rainwater were to enter the reactor proper, it would vaporize instantly.
You can stop there. I understand. Mid said we might be able to use parts of a fallen ruin. Where would I find it?
Ah, yes. It's in Lorbert's Pass. The thing is, well, I probably should have arranged to have the pieces. It's no longer a matter of just walking in and taking them. It's,
I see. Would that help?
Oh, I'll gather my team and head there right away.
I don't know how this is letting off steam, but yes, I did all the hunts, so we're good on that. Is it? Once it's closer to this one, like it's less we gotta do to get here. Yeah.
Time to fight.
Yeah, sometimes it's better to use Ambrosia, because she doesn't slow down. It's like for enemies right here, if that were to pop up, it'll safe fight them, but it doesn't. We just run along. Wish you could do that while he's running, but how does this feel?
Oh, there you are, Sid. The ruins are just over there, as...
Of course. I'll be right back.
So, that's a monster.
Anybody home? This must be our unwanted visitor. Time to go.
What level is it?
Nice try. Nice try. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. Too slow. Nice try. The things I do for you, Mid.
Sid! Oh, thank goodness you're safe.
You shouldn't have any trouble now.
Indeed. Well, don't let us keep you. We'll, see that everything is transported safely back to the hideaway.
All right. I'll let Mid know you're on your way.
Alright. I believe it's one more. I forget what you gotta do though. Is it Helena or Helena? Helena. Probably. I mean, obviously, all Clive really gotta do is just help them and just escort them back. But guess he got other stuff to do. I will fix that.
We're seeing troops amassing at every border.
No, I originally thought that this place was gonna get. It was gonna turn this place into a ship. I don't know why I thought that.
If I don't come up with something soon.
Mid. Helena has recovered the material for the helm. She'll be along shortly.
Helena.
And just one remaining.
Right. Right.
How so?
The plating's enough to stop the engines going pop. But those things will still be spitting out enough fire to set the rest of the ship ablaze, which is why you need proper shielding. A prism for the dragon's breath that's blazing away. I thought a triple thick layer of tempered steel might do it. Or more of the stuff that the Fallen use, but they'd both be too heavy. The helm and the plating are bulky enough as it is. I need something light.
Well, if I were in need of I know whose counsel I would seek.
Tomes? Yeah. Well, I've got all the details written down here. Can you take this to him?
Right away.
So yeah, we're kind of just gonna mull our way through this. We're skipping dialogue. Okay. Because he's about the.
Editors started reading books that don't have any.
What I just noticed, he's just gonna repeat what she just said. So yeah, we're just gonna try to skip ahead a bit. Just a bit. Oh. Also, if anyone wondering, the side quests that increase like your item counts and stuff, like they give you more potions to carry, those do not work here. Like you could do them, but they don't really count towards anything. So I probably won't do them. And if I do, it's just to kind of get the green bubble out the way. So yeah.
Hippocrates, do you have the moment?
For you, Clive? Always.
Well, actually, it's for Mid this time. Could you take a look at this?
Shielding for a mithril engine? Whatever. What are these?
She has some specific requirements for the materials, and yet remain cool enough on the outside not to set the ship alight, while also being light enough not to sink, as you can imagine. She's...
I see.
I wondered if you might know of a solution.
Perhaps. It is not a different material she requires.
What do you mean?
Consider the lake we have made our home. Its blighted waters eat away far more quickly than fresh water or even brine. At timber, and yet, we have made a home.
We have, but Bardolph must varnish every board twice over to keep it from rotting. And Obelisk complained. I see.
Early Gregorian histories speak of a preparation known as moon dew. Before the dragoons tamed the worms and wyverns of the realm, nobles would daub their castle walls with it.
So if we could recreate...
It might be applied to some material or other in order to provide the protection Mid requires. As to how best to apply it and to what material, I shall speak to them and see if you would be so kind as to procure the knowledge of the...
Thank you. And since you're...
Skip ahead. So I think we gotta...
So you need a hand, do you?
We do.
The other can assist me in researching how...
Can we count on your aid?
Always.
Well, if Jill's...
Thank you.
I am sure either of these fine young minds would prove...
I'm obviously gonna take Jill. Just a much simpler choice.
So, who will...
Very well. So then, what do we need to find?
I have taken the liberty of preparing a...
White chocobo eggs. Pepio nut. Are you sure this list is right? I would have thought the ingredients would be a little more...
Though these items may seem mundane, they have potent effects, so much so, in fact, that they were harvested almost to extinction. Now, of course, they can be obtained with ease.
Is that so? I've been meaning to visit Northreach anyway.
I will.
You two enjoy yourselves.
You too, Talia.
Good luck in Northreach. Try not to get too distracted from the task at hand.
What you mean by that? Not necessary.
Now, where's Jill?
And what can I do for you? And a fine, fine day to you.
There's talk at the glass. Keep them pilgers nice and chilled.
Are those Pepio nuts?
How goes the hunt for
I've only just started. I'm sure everything we need is somewhere amongst all these stalls. Why don't we split up and see? We'll take a couple.
All right.
How about you look for the Pepio? I'll find the other things we need. We can...
Up! You'll not find a bruised pippin. Fresh cuts! Come and get them before them.
What can I interest you in today? Ah, yes.
Buy, sell, or be gone. Good riddance.
That's everything. Let's see how Jill's getting on.
Did you find everything?
I did.
garlic, and pepio nuts. Now all that remains is for Harpocrates to somehow... But before we head back... Thank you for asking me to help you today. It makes a nice change.
It does. It's good to get away from all the battle and bloodshed for once. Just being here reminds me of when we were children. Do you remember? Walking down Market Street in Rosalith, taking in the sights and smells.
How could I forget? What with Torgal's antics. Remember how his nose would prick up at the scent of sausages? He'd go racing away and we'd have to go running after him. We wouldn't catch you now, would we, boy?
Is there anything you wanted to buy for yourself while we're here?
There was, yes. Well, sort of. Molly in the kitchens told me about a place that sells particularly good pie. Thought you might like to share one with me.
I would. Thank you.
And I saw some bread. Big white cobs like the baker back in Rosalith used to make. What do you think? I thought we might get some soup to dip it in. But then I tried a slice of the butcher's dry-cured ham and it was just... oh.
You all right?
Sorry. It's just... you're right. I really do feel like a child again being here with you. Clive. Is it wrong of me to enjoy this?
No, Jill. This is how life should be. And it's how our lives will be when our work is finally done. When we can live on our own terms.
I hope so. Thank you, Clive.
Funny. My first playthrough, I kind of did with Tarja. Tarya. And I kind of didn't understand.
Well, I suppose we better be getting back. I need to give these ingredients to Harpocrates and Tarya. I'll see you at the hideaway.
Take care.
I will. You too.
I was like, this is a very intimate moment between these two. I ain't gonna lie, Tarya, she is in my top 5, but Jill is too. She works harder than Jill though. They got all the like female characters I kind of fuck with in the game.
I wonder how Harpocrates is getting on with the moon dew.
Like Tarya's pretty up there.
How's work on the shielding progressing, Harpocrates?
Well, very well indeed. And thanks in no small part to your kind assistance. I was just explaining to Tarya how we might best go about preparing the moon dew. And now that we have all the ingredients, we may begin.
You can count on me. I've mixed more than a few mysterious concoctions in my time.
I'm sure you have. What about the shielding itself?
Work is underway, under the watchful eyes of Bardolph and Obolus.
Apparently, it'll be ready soon.
Thank you. All of you.
Right then. Jill, would you join?
Of course. Oh, and Clive, thank you. It was nice just being with you.
I don't remember her saying this.
It appears our work here is almost at an end. A shame. I was enjoying playing the man of action for once. When both the shielding and the moon dew are ready, It will merely be a matter of applying the one to the other, followed by a rigorous process of testing and retesting, of course. Perhaps someone ought to warn you.
Leave it to me. Thank you, Hippocrates.
Yeah, my first playthrough I did Tara because I was like, I'm always with Jill. Like, you know, you kind of always with Jill and stuff. So maybe we need some time apart. But
Well, I better go and give Mid the good news then.
Thanks to Sid.
alright, this should be the last one. Cause it was a little more action than than last episode.
Editors started reading books that don't have any pictures in.
It wasn't all bad.
Sorry to keep you waiting, Mid, but you'll be pleased to know that work on the shielding is underway.
You found something for it?
In a manner of speaking, Hippocrates knew of a substance that's highly resistant to heat. A coating that should provide the protection you need. He's supervising the construction and testing of the shielding as we speak.
Brilliant! I knew you wouldn't let me down.
Don't thank me. I'm just the errand boy.
Right then, better start working out how to bolt all these bits together. To the Black Hammer!
You know, when I got into the smithing game, I thought I'd be making swords and shields, not thermal bleeding didgeridoo-dahs.
Displacement stack.
Same difference. Whatever you call it, I ain't putting it together in here. It's cramped enough as it is. Let's take this outside. Mid, you get all the parts lined up on the deck.
On my way.
Oh, and bring me the biggest hammer you can find. This is gonna...
It's finished! It's finally finished!
Thank fuck for that. I'll be feeling my hammer arm for weeks.
Thank you, Clive, Blackthorn, everyone. That's one down and just 3 more to go.
I'm sorry.
Oh, didn't I tell you? The Enterprise has 4 mithril engines and we'll be needing a displacement stack for each.
You don't mean...
Don't worry. Now they've got a finished one to work off. My gang in Canva can build the rest.
Good luck to them, I say. Right, I'm off to get a sling for this elbow. Any other work comes in?
What's the matter?
Nothing. Just daydreaming. Thinking about the Enterprise sailing off over the horizon to shores unknown, searching for a land untouched by the Blight. Just like me and my dad planned. So if the worst came to the worst and every scrap of soil in the Twins turned black, we might still have a chance. That's what she was meant to be. You see, one last chance just in case we needed it. But now she's so close to being finished, I've realized I don't want it to be that. I don't want it to be just a lifeboat for us to cling to if things get desperate. I want people to sail aboard her by choice, not from the lack of it. In a world where we're not just trying to survive, but where we can actually live.
I'm working on that, and I'll do everything I can to get you what you want.
Don't you always? All right. My mind's made up. As soon as the Enterprise is fit to sail, I'm putting her under your command. Sod our plans. I'm trusting in yours.
Are you sure about this?
Something tells me it's what my dad would have wanted.
He'd be proud of you.
You were gonna visit his grave, weren't you?
I was. And you can come too now that your little project is finished.
Right. There's just one thing I need to finish up first. Won't be a mo.
All right. I'll let Otto know you're coming. Meet us in the mess when you're ready.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Alright. Let's go ahead and meet him.
She was building a ship.
View quest. If it has a plus, it's a side quest. Well, not side quest, it's an item quest. It increases your items.
All right, Clive. Asterix. We'd finished sending half the hideaway traipsing across the twins, has she? I swear, that girl'd do anything to put off. No excuses now, though.
Not quite. She said there was one final...
She said that?
She...
Clive, were you born yesterday or something? She'll probably be halfway to Ken.
Mid.
Is that the thing Tomes held?
Obelus.
Yep. In a boat, going that way. You in a hurry at all, are you? Oh, I offered to take her across, but she... But anyway, I was got a letter, urgent, by the sound of it. One of your up...
Thank you, Obelus.
Don't mention...
What tidings, Uncle? Trouble in Canva. Well, I'll need someone to keep an eye on Mid.
So what? Mid got us to do all the dirty work and then just sailed off into the sunset?
It, seems that way.
Well, nothing we can do about it now. But next time you plan on visiting Sid, you might want to tie her to something before you suggest it.
Ah, don't be so hard on her. Got to admit, the dirty work, just like when we built this place.
You're right.
Anyway, we all set to head to the old hideaway. I could do with getting to Canva. Wouldn't do to keep Lord Rosfield of the Seven High Houses waiting now, would it?
Gav will be leaving with me.
You can count on me. Just be sure to give Sid and the others more.
Oh, by the way, Jill will be joining us too. She's got some things to take care of, but she'll meet us.
I hope she's telling the truth at least.
Let's go. It's legacy. I'm surprised they don't let us come here more. I get why you wouldn't want to come back here, but
Well, Sid, I remember what you told me. But if no one is listening to what you have to say, you may as well not say it. But I will say this, old friend. Hugo Kuka is gone. His shadow looms over us no longer.
It's a pity the Phoenix can't be in two places at once. If he'd have been with us, maybe he could have done something for the lost.
Not even the Phoenix can bring people back from the dead. Life has a beginning and an end. So we must live while we have the chance. And not as slaves to the crystals, but as free men.
May we join you?
Lady Karen, what a pleasant surprise.
I thought I'd drop by and see how you were all doing before heading off to restock my supplies. It wasn't the most scenic view back then, but it were never as bad as this.
I know. The Blight marches on. And soon, there will be no escaping sights like these. So our mission remains unchanged. We cannot stop until every Mothercrystal is gone, and their thirst for aether with them. The only one that remains in Storm is Drake's Tail in the Crystalline Dominion.
Our next target.
We're going to Twinside.
It's the capital of the Empire these days. I wouldn't like to think how tightly guarded they've got the place. Not that that'll stop you, but we do well to scout it out before you go charging in.
We would indeed.
If you're off to the Dominion, you can take this great lump with you.
Goods.
Oh, I am sorry. Have you forgotten you're the most wanted man in the Twins? I thought you might like to disguise yourselves as the attendants of a travelling trader, assuming you've no better ideas. You wanted to buy yourself some tools, didn't you? Well, now's your chance.
You're letting me go? With them? Oh, thanks, Nan!
Stop that! You'll break me bones, you great galoot! There's a caravan that runs back and forth between the Dominion and the Bocklad markets. It's managed by the Merchants Guild. Just show them Goots' traders pass and you'll be on your way. It'll be a damn sight less risky than footing it the length of the Crystal Road. That's for sure.
Thank you, Karen. And glad to have you with us, Goots.
Okay then. I'll get me things and I'll meet yous there. See yous down in Bocklad.
Get off! Me poor fingers!
Jill, you're with me.
Understood.
And Gav.
Already on my way, Captain.
Be careful.
Aren't I always?
Do you see that, Sid? Your protege's making a proper little outlaw of himself.
All right. So I'm gonna head back to the hideaway. Instead of going to start at that little area right there. All right, so I'm gonna end it here. I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna probably knock these out just to get rid of them. Like I said, you kind of don't really have to, but I'm gonna do it anyway. But anyway, I'm gonna be making for Bocklad. So yeah, if you like what you see, please leave a like and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Later.